Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis. One more update, already fourth one for today about Air India crash, and we have some of the evidence. This update will be very short. I want to point out that probably the flaps were extended for takeoff position, but probably at the lowest possible takeoff position. Well, at least we see at this wreckage, the wrecked wing of the airplane, that slats, the leading edge slats are being extended. So here we go. It's the usual configuration for takeoff. The runway is quite long, 11,500 feet. Depends on weather conditions, the actual runway and the weight of the airplane. Crew decides what flaps to use for takeoff. They have the application, usually iPads, or you have installed software inside the airplane in the cockpit, which calculates your takeoff performance, including the required settings for the flaps. Here probably they were selected because the slats are being extended. It is only possible if you move flaps lever at least to the first position. The slats are hydraulically actuated, so they went like that, not because of the crash, I think, but because they were commanded to be extended. And yeah, it's the leading edge of the wing. Here you can see even some of the lights, they're located in the front part. On this image you can clearly see those are two of the lights, exactly the ones we saw on the previous image, and slats, they're just dropping down, increasing the lift force of the wing. Yeah, they add some of the drag, but for takeoff you select flaps at least at some position because the airspeed is low and you need to have the curved wing for the optimum takeoff performance. And during climb you gradually reduce the flap setting, accelerating at the same time. On this image you may say that the slats are being retracted, but in the case of Air India, I guess the flaps were selected to some of the position. I'm almost sure about it. Again, just for you to witness this image. So for sure, those are slats. Some slat is missing because of the impact, but in general, they're being extended. And judging on this image, I've told you that looks like the slats at least being extended because of this shadow. So the sun shines from some of the part, creates shadow over here because of the curved wing. So now we should wait for the information why the engine's thrust wasn't enough to keep the airplane airborne. And thank you guys again for watching me with all of my updates.